Hi, welcome to our remote sports stacking unit. And what you're going to need for this unit is you're going to need a set of at least 3 cups and hopefully 12 cups. So these are the official cups. These are called speed stacks, and some of you may have these already. There'll be information later on how you can get your own official ones if you would like. And they come in a set of 12. If you don't have official speed stacks, you can use these are like dollar store or Walmart, just plastic cups. And again, I have a set of 12. If you can get a parent to make a couple of small holes in the top, they're going to work better eventually. It's not going to matter for our warm-up today, but eventually they're going to work better if you make a little hole in the bottom. So again, you need at least 3 and hopefully as many as 12. I've also got this set. These are the official solo cups. What's nice about these is that they stack easily because my cheapo ones have kind of grooves in them. So when you stack them, sometimes they don't line up, so they don't go into a pile. And that's going to matter later. Again, doesn't matter for the warm-up. So any old cups will do. And hopefully you have at least 12 of them. So here's the first activity that we're going to do. We're going to do a little warm-up with our however many cups that you have. And so you're going to scatter these cups all around your space. So we're going to presume that I have 12. I can put them anywhere around the room. The bigger the space you have, you can take them outside and do it. It's going to be really nice this weekend. So you're just going to scatter your 12 cups anywhere around the room. And then when we start, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get one at a time, and I'm going to put them in one specific place all together. So you see how that goes. So ready, go. So I'm going to go get one at a time. I'm going to just put them in a pile over there. I'm not going to stack them together. I'm just going to set them next to each other. I'm going to grab that one. And it's a good idea if you want a little more exercise, go for the ones that are further away first. Take them back to your area where you're going to. I'm going to end up with 12 cups, all in a group over here. Getting them one at a time. I can already feel my heart beating a little faster. Loosening up. Almost got 2 at once there. One at a time. So now I have my pile of 12 cups. And notice that I'm putting them upside down with the open side onto the floor. So they're upside down. So there we go. I got my 12 cups. Now what I'm going to do with my cups is I'm going to go get 1 cup at a time, and I'm going to make down stack piles of 3 over here. So let me show you what a down stack pile of 3. So with your 3 cups, means that they're upside down and they're on top of each other. So that would be a down stack pile of 3. So that's what I'm going to build over there. And we'll see how many we end up with. All right, going back to my start. Ready, go. So 1 cup at a time. Bring it across my space. Put it onto the pile because I'm getting 3, so I got to keep track. That's number 3. All right, making a new pile. Getting 1, coming back across. So again, the bigger your space, more exercise you're going to get. There's my pile of 3. Uh-oh, I lost one. When I was doing it before, I left one out. I'll have to get that one at the end. Oops, here we go. Putting it onto my pile. Here I go again. Here I go again. Doing a lot of stretching, bending, reaching, jogging. All right, there's my last one. So now I have 4 piles of 3 across in my space, and I realize you can't quite see them over there. There they are. So 4 piles of 3. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my piles across my space, and I'm going to build them as a needle. And let me show you close up what I mean by a needle. So a needle means there's one on the bottom, then you flip one upside down, so it looks like you could drink out of it, and then the last one is turned so that it would be spilled that way like that. So, whoops! Hard to balance it in the air. You balance much better on the ground. So I'm going to build 4 needles this time. So these are called down stacks. This is called a down stack. I have my 4 down stacks over here. So I'm going to start at the other side of my space. Okay, ready? Go. Take one of my down stacks, take it across. Going to build a needle. All right, going back for another set. Take 1 down stack. It's good if you put a hand underneath so they don't slide out, so that you can keep them in a pile. 1 hand under, 1 hand on top. Build myself another needle. All right, going back again. Grab my pile, coming across, building myself a needle. I've got one more set. So coming back to my last set because I have 12 and building my needle. So there we go. Build my 4 sets. If you still need a little more exercise, you can go across and take them down again. But I'm going to move us on to the next part of our warm-up exercise, which is to do some sit-ups, push-ups, and stretches. So we'll start with the sit-ups. I just need 1 of these piles of 3 if I'm in kindergarten or first grade. If you're in second grade, 2 for 2. So you're going to get 2 of these piles of 3 for the second graders. If you're in third grade, 3 for 3, you're going to get 3 of these piles of 3. So everything that I show you with 1 pile, second graders do 2 piles, third graders do 3 piles, and if you're in 4th or 5th grade, you get to do all 4 piles. If you only have 3 cups, you would just have to repeat it. So you could do it with 1 pile, and then you could repeat it a second time with the same pile. All right, so I'm going to put my extra piles over here. I'm going to do it like I'm in kindergarten. So I've got 3 cups in my stack. I'm going to put them out here by my feet, and I'm going to lay down as if I'm doing a sit-up, and we're going to build needles again, but we're only allowed to build with 1 cup at a time. So 1 sit-up, 1 cup. So here's how it'll go. So I'm down and my knees are bent, laying flat on the floor, my arms are stretched out. That way it's a little easier to come up, but I'm not going to use my elbows, so I'm going to go ahead and sit all the way up, try to keep my feet on the floor. I get to move 1 cup to start building my needle. I'm going to go down again, sit up again. I'm going to put the second cup on my needle. Down again. It's 1 sit up, 1 cup. I'm going to put the third cup on my needle. Now I have to do it, take it down. So I'm going to go down. I'm going to take 1 off, whoops, 1 off my needle. I'm going to go down. I'm going to put the other one, so I'm making it down stuck this time, and I'm going to come on up and put the last cup on my piles. Remember, second graders, you have 2 piles to do. Third graders, 3 piles. 4th and 5th graders, you have all 4 piles to do. So I finished my kindergarten pile. All right, next I'm going to do some push-ups, but it's a push-up plank. So it's also like a bear position. So you're going to get yourself into that push-up position with your legs and your arms, or it could be more of a bear with your bottom up if you need to, so that you need to balance. It's also sometimes if you put your feet a little bit apart, it's easier to balance in this plank position. So I'm going to balance on 1 arm, use my other hand to build the first one. Now I'm going to switch hands. So put my balancing hand, switches to the other side, take another cup, building my needle again, switching hands again, taking another cup, putting it onto, whoops, to make it balance, putting it on top, build my needle. Now I'm going to undo it. So I'm going to take 1 off, I'm going to take the other one off, and I'm going to take the last one off. And there is my push-up stack. And now the last one I'm going to do, we're going to do a couple stretches. So first we're going to do a stretch for our legs. So we're going to put these cups as far forward as you can reach. So somewhere out near your feet, you want to keep your legs straight, as far out as you can reach. And we're going to reach and hold, and we're going to do all 3 cups this time. So I'm holding my stretch. I'm going to do 1, flip my needle cup, put my last cup up. Now I'm going to take it down. Put 1 down, put the other one down, put the last one down. So I held my stretch. Now I'm going to do it at the side so that I have to twist to the side. So you're going to put it a little bit kind of behind your hip. This is your hip right here. You're going to try to put it off behind your hip a little bit so that you really have to twist to reach it. So again, I'm going to hold the stretch. So I'm going to go into my stretched position, and I'm going to build my needle up back here. And remember, kindergartners are building 1, first graders 1. Now I'm going to take it down. I'm going to put it on the other side. So twist it all the way around. I'm going to make my needle back there, staying in my twisted position, building my needle all the way. Oopsie, it down. And then I'm going to take it down and bring it back. And remember, second graders 2 stacks, third graders 3 stacks, 4th and 5th graders have all 4 stacks. Or you can repeat your stack if you only have 3 cups. So those are my side stretches. Last, I'm going to do my arm stretch. The way I'm going to do this, I'm going to put 1 cup down on the floor, and I'm going to have 1 cup in each hand as if I'm going to drink out of it. So the open side is up. So I'm going to have my cups out like this. I'm going to stretch keep this arm out here, but I'm going to move one arm at a time. I'm going to stretch it all the way across, all the way around, and drop it into the other cup. And now I'm going to pick up the last cup, take it across, and now I have to bring the 2 cups all the way across, drop them in the pile. And now for one last one, I'm going to bring these cups all the way across, put them into that hand, take them all the way across, put them into that hand. So I got some nice arm stretches. So we had a leg stretch, side stretch, or core stretch, and an arm stretch. So that's the end of our warm-up exercises with our cups today.